But yeah, so if anyone could just holler at me if I miss any of the points that folks are getting in this, I would greatly appreciate that. All right, so the first point of this race will be in 1-1. There's an opportunity to get 1 point if you do 3 double jumps throughout the level. There's no limit on attempts, but you can take damage if you mess up a double jump, so there's a little bit of risk and reward. Yeah, thank you, Malachi. Yeah, there's a points command. It links to a document with all of the points available for this. I'll try to explain them as I'm going through here as well. But yeah, I think we're... All right, Robert has readied up, so we should be getting started here pretty soon. My crop on MaCobras is not quite getting all of the overscan here. And we are underway. All right, so MaCobra going with Luigi. I do like this a lot. That'll make double jumps quite a bit easier to get. All right, so MaCobra already has 1 double jump. That's 1 for Robert. I believe it's 1-to-1 on the double jumps. All right, MaCobra not getting that one. Grabbing the 1-up. That's smart. They're both grabbing the 1-up. Ooh, MaCobra takes damage, but he does get another double jump. There's 3 double jumps for MaCobra. I think I've lost track of how many Robert is at. Has anyone seen if Robert got all of the double jumps or not? He only got 2? Okay. He can still double jump off of a Birdo egg. Or off Birdo herself. But he might be calling it quits here as Small Toad. He's cutting his losses, moving on. Deaths do cost you a point. So, but anyway, yeah, this is a pretty close race so far. You know, outside of a little bit of stream delay, it looks like they're pretty much tied up. So in 1-2, there's a point available for killing Birdo without using any eggs or keys. There are 2 ways to do this. Oh, Robert grabbing an extra 1-up here. Interesting. You know, the easiest way to do this is with a star, and it looks like that's what MaCobra is going for, and I assume that's also what Robert is going to be going for. The fastest way to do this would be going for the veggie glitch. Oh, yeah, what's going on with Robert's timer here? I might be on a segment timer here. Yep, okay, all right. Got some things shifting around. Bear with me for just a second here. All right, looks like Robert gets it, and I assume MaCobra got it as well. I was looking at Robert's side. Thanks everyone for helping me out here. All right, so the first point, or it's a half point available in 1-3. If they can get the clip through the spikes on their first attempt, that's a half point. So this is something that both of these runners would be going for anyway. This is really the first all levels. Oh, MaCobra is not going to be able to get it. All right, that's tough. So Robert, he's in a good spot. Yep, so Robert pulls back to within half a point here, and with the time lead. Yeah, so it looked like MaCobra threw that Shy Guy either a little earlier or a little late, so it had a chance to bounce back on its feet. Oh no, MaCobra! Oh no! All right, and so now at 1 HP, it'll be interesting if MaCobra takes a death or goes all the way up for the key. So the mystery point here was killing Mauser without any of Mauser's bombs. Robert got 2 hits without Mauser bombs so far. Okay, so MaCobra took a death there. So that does cost a point. All right, down to the final bomb. Robert needs to get this kill here, and does. All right, so that's a mystery point for Robert. MaCobra having some troubles here in 1-3. I know he hasn't played a ton of Mario 2 recently, getting ready for the Mario 3 event, which he's still in. Yeah, definitely struggling. Okay, so Robert, there's a point in World 2 simply by choosing Luigi in one of these levels. You know, Luigi is very awkward to dig with, at least when you have to zigzag while digging. Digging straight down with Luigi isn't too bad, but this is basically a free point if you're comfortable using the Ouija Man. All right, MaCobra has the key, so he's going to be on his way out of here. Onto the Mauser fight soon. All right, Robert digging his way along. Yeah, so yeah, with Luigi here, you can see it's a little bit awkward for Robert. This Birdo fight is going to be a little awkward too. It's very easy to just jump straight over an egg with Luigi. All right, so MaCobra here, grabbing one of these bombs. 1 for 1. Accuracy is not the determining factor here. All right, MaCobra going for these top bombs first. All right, that's 2 hits for MaCobra. All right, MaCobra gets the mystery point as well. Oh, Budsy with the raid, welcome in. We are doing a show match right now between Robert and MaCobra. This is tournament rules. Robert's just picking up an extra HP. I do like to see that. All right, MaCobra also picking Luigi in World 2, so that's a point for MaCobra. I appreciate the follow. Thank you kindly. Yeah, so MaCobra had a rough go of it in 1-3. So that's what's given Robert a bit of a lead here. So there's a point in this level for doing a quote-unquote ideal dig. And that means not running across multiple sand tiles, not taking damage, and there it is. Yeah, it's basically, you know, not doing any digs without falling down a level, which is easy to do. Not taking damage, and also, oh, Robert is in a pickle right here. All right, smart play from Robert to get out of there. But yeah, basically just doing an ideal dig without any mistakes is enough for 1 full point. All right, but Robert does still have pretty much a full level lead here. Safe strats, yeah, Sandals Jamaica digging. If you got those Scarface Resort emotes, now's the time to drop them. All right, so MaCobra here with Toad and 2-2. Skipping the power-up mushroom. Ooh, nice moves there from MaCobra. I have not seen that way to do this level before, but that... Oh, and Robert takes damage early. This is not a level you want to be taking damage in. There is a pretty easy quick kill on the boss at the end of this level, but you need to have at least 2 HP for it. Alright, so far so good for MaCobra here on this dig. Alright, not going terribly fast, but I believe so far we've maintained all of the conditions I laid out for ideal dig. Alright, that's going to be an ideal dig point for MaCobra, who's now back in the lead points-wise. There is a point available to whoever finishes the run first. You know, so Robert currently has the edge on that one. All right, and I didn't see, did Robert grab the key before the spark passed? Yeah, this is mostly about the points. The timer isn't super important. I'm going to assume Robert got it. I know he's been going for that in his regular runs recently. He actually started going for it because of this tournament. He didn't realize that that was not as scary as it looks. That was one of the criteria I wanted for points in this event. Things that look scarier than they are, that a lot of people don't go for, I wanted to award points for it just so people would try out the faster strats. All right, Robert going for a backup kill here on Triclide. Very nice. He'll be on to World 3. All right, there's an extremely jank point available in 3-1. And that's using the secret route without Luigi or Princess. There's a shortcut in this level that's intended for Luigi and Princess, but it is possible to use that shortcut without Princess or Luigi. And MaCobra also gets the fast key grab. Very nicely done. Hey, Dawn, welcome in. Yeah, we got a little exhibition match going here. This is a possible first round matchup if the current participant pool stays the same. All right, so Robert here, you're asking, why is he going to the left? And I'll tell you why, because you can stack things on top of clouds and plants in this game. Okay, Robert tried to save a little bit of time there. All right, and just barely makes the jump. They got secret route without Luigi or Princess for Robert. I imagine we'll see MaCobra get that as well. All right, this is a fairly tricky birdo. Robert makes me look like a fool, though. Handles her with ease. Oh, don't fall down, MaCobra. Falling down the waterfall is not quite what you want to see here. Okay, so the point in 3-2 that's available is finishing the level with at least 3 HP. And so one option here is to take advantage of Toad's run speed bonus. Okay, so Robert blew up that ground section before... what am I talking about? Before going through the potion door, just to save a little bit of time. Ooh, MaCobra gets that nice one block shortcut. Very nicely done. Alright, so MaCobra's at 3 HP. If he can get through the final boss of the game, the 3-2 Birdo, without taking damage, that'll be another point. Yeah, Hocus, that's, you know, something that you would find if you play with, like, Super Float Princess Game Genie codes as a kid. Or if you knew someone who went that. And Robert is going to finish with 3 HP. Yeah, so a lot of these points are very accessible. MaCobra going with Luigi here. Not something I expected to see. I'm curious what the intent of this is. I don't hate it, though. I do not hate it at all. Alright, Robert grabbing an extra HP here in 3-3. Oh, that is true. Although this isn't an official tournament match. This is simply an exhibition to show everyone what the tournament's going to be like. And so far, I am loving the hype. Robert with a narrow lead in points. MaCobra will be able to take that back if he can get a good Birdo fight here. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that could be. Although you don't want to finish this level as small Luigi, because there is a point available for finishing at 3 HP. Alright, going for a block kill. Maybe wanted the extra pickup iframes? Not quite sure, but anyway, MaCobra's out of there with 3 HP. So the next thing to look out for is this Mauser fight coming up for Robert. There is 1 point available if you can hit Mauser with every single bomb you pick up. So going 5 for 5, you want to be careful not to pick up any bombs you're not planning on using. You know, so you can either play this very safely, or you can just try and go fast and get the points by not missing. Okay, so Robert's 1 for 1 here. 2 for 2. Should be 3 for 3. Yeah, so Robert definitely taking a slightly more cautious approach. Uh-oh! Oh, no, he doesn't get the point. Yeah, so right as I said, Robert is going for a slightly more cautious approach here. Ends up missing on one of those bombs, so no point there for Robert. So a chance for MaCobra here to take a fairly, not sizable lead, but a noticeable lead here. They've been pretty much neck and neck so far. MaCobra waiting out some sniffet shots here. In World 4, I gotta remind myself what the points are. Using the zombie rocket glitch is a half point. You can do that either in 4-1 or 4-2. I don't know if we're gonna see that from Robert. Oh, we are seeing it. All right, let's go. So there's a kill code in this game that you can use in the event of a soft lock, and if you use that code while inside of a rocket, it makes it take off faster and ignore frame rules. So it's a nice little modest time save in a typical run, but here in a points tournament, it does put you at a little bit of extra risk for taking a death, but Robert handled that very well. So it should be 1 for 1 from MaCobra. This should be 2 for 2. Should be 3 for 3. Yes, you can see MaCobra is placing the bomb on the side of the platform that Mauser threw it from. Ooh, just barely gets that one. That is a point. Very nicely done from MaCobra. All right, so Robert has gone princess strats here in 4-2. The point here is just getting the star kill on the Birdo, which is something you'd be going for anyway. But yeah, Malachi, that is something Nintendo wanted. At least the kill code is something Nintendo wanted. It's probably an unintended consequence of what it does in a rocket. But the kill code, and MaCobra does zombie rocket as well. But the kill code is definitely something the developers wanted to leave in because it exists in the All-Stars version, but with a separate button combination. So they would have had to, see that it was there and make a conscious decision to change it. Robert's counting 1 Mississippi, hopefully. 1/1000 strats are a bit of a scam. And he gets it. All right, so that's just half a point, because that's something you'd be going for anyway. And in 4-3, we have another sort of skill point here on the boss kill. So we're looking to see if Robert can kill both phases of Fry Guy within the first 5 blocks that he throws or drops. So you need 3 hits to kill the first phase, and then there are 4 small fries that spawn, and you want to kill all 4 of those in at most 2 throws. Yep, not grabbing the extra HP. Right. Oh, Robert going with Kurt strats. I do like it. So that's 5 so far. Uh-oh. Oh, doesn't get it. So went for a slightly faster kill than I think what a lot of runners go for. So a little bit of a time save possibly, but doesn't get the points there. So World 5 has a number of different points here as we watch for MaCobra to get the star kill. Winning a 1-up at the slot machine anywhere in the world gets you a point. That's probably the first thing we're going to look for. Yeah, this is a very good level to farm coins in. So it doesn't surprise me to see Robert grabbing those. There's also a 1-up in this level. I'll be curious to see if Robert stops and grabs that or not. Uh-oh, MaCobra. Oh boy. Oh no, MaCobra takes another death. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so MaCobra's done a better job of getting the point so far, but Robert has a pretty commanding time lead at this point. So it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out in the end. Oh, did I miss the star kill? There we go. All right, now MaCobra is on Fry Guy. We're going to see Rupert strats. Oh no, we're also seeing Kurt strats. Uh-oh. All right, so we got 2 throws to kill all of these. Gonna try and get them to line up here. Okay, and Robert gets the 1-up. All right, and I think that was a 5-throw kill for MaCobra. So everything is happening. All right, at the end of 5-2, where Robert is here, there is a fish in the boss room with Birdo. If that fish is the 3rd and final hit on Birdo, that is half of a point. You can't respawn the fish at all by going to, far to the left or right or taking a death or anything like that. So it has to be the first fish needs to be the final hit. It looks like MaCobra grabbed some coins as well. long climbing section. Luigi does this climb quite a bit more easily than the other characters, although the boss fight is very awkward with Luigi. So a little bit of pros and cons for basically all 4 characters in this level. All of them are viable. All right, MaCobra grabbing tons of coins here. Should be in a good position to get a 1-up, although I probably will need someone to keep an eye on that. As I keep an eye on... Oh no, and MaCobra taking another death. Oh, and Robert down to 1 HP. Gonna have to be careful from these scam patterns. Alright, there it is from Robert. Fish kill. Let's see what MaCobra gets. Got lots of chances here for the 1-up. Oh, almost had 3 stars. Yeah, so the very first frame of this bonus chance game is a cherry. Oh, there it is. So just mashing is a pretty good strat here to get 1-ups. MaCobra is just absolute chat energy getting a match here. Yeah, the point in World 5 is to get the 1-up from the slot machine. The point in 5-2 is a combo point. The first part of it is not using any of the safety blocks, so Robert just passed one of the safety blocks. And there's a couple other safety blocks in this next room that he'll be in. This block right here is mandatory, you can't not use that one. But these next 2 blocks in the top right of the screen, if Robert doesn't pick up any of those, that's the first half of this combination point. The second half is basically having a good claw grip fight. So either not taking any damage or damage boosting for the quote-unquote cool crab kill, which is a glitch that was discovered about a year ago now, or rediscovered, I should say. I think Robert at 3 HP here is probably going to be going for a damageless fight. You need to be at 2 HP for that glitch. But he could theoretically take intentional damage on Birdo here. And yeah, shoutouts to MaCobra for this tracker app. He modified the existing app for Mario 3. Yeah, we see Robert going in at 3 HP, so this will be a cool crab, or a damageless attempt. All right, MaCobra uses the fish for the final one. All right, Robert getting 2 hits with that rock. Yeah, chucking these rocks against the back wall typically yields at least 2 hits. And there we go, damageless claw grip fight, that counts. 6-1 is a doozy, and the point here is to simply not take damage throughout the entire level. Robert picking Princess here, probably the safest option. The dig is a little scary because she picks up the key so slowly, but the rest of this level is very easy with Princess. So I think we'll probably see a lot of runners using her here. No blocks so far for MaCobra, and I think the Mario selection is a good indication that he's going to go for this point as well. The fast strats are a little tight with Toad. That jump... Oh, MaCobra taking damage there. That's... Oh, and the death! Alright, that does not preclude him from getting the point in this level, though. Alright, Robert using those pickup iframes with Princess here and gets a damageless 6-1. In 6-2, most runners will end up picking up a vegetable to kill a Panzer that's in your way. The point here in this level is to not pick it up. And so Robert is going with an interesting choice here to use Princess instead of Luigi. There are a couple different strats with Luigi to avoid picking up that vegetable. Let me just make sure Robert gets through this screen before I award that point. Looks like he's going to make it just fine. So that's not something I imagined runners would do, but that's pretty smart thinking, because he's run Princess only before, so he's fairly comfortable with these strats. Does MaCobra get an extra heart? No. So I think after the first rock, a heart will be available, but probably looking to avoid using that at all. Oh, very nice kill from MaCobra. Got very lucky with that crab pattern. It was moving left, so it took 4 hits from that first one. Welcome in, Zooey. All right, nice potion jump from Robert. Getting a triple hit with the block here in 6-3 on Birdo is the objective. This is something that most runners are going for anyway. Oh, only gets 2. Okay. All right, Robert was a little far away from Birdo there. Oh, and MaCobra takes damage, so he won't be able to get that point. But he will be able to make up some ground on Robert in 6-3 possibly. Right, Robert missing 1 throw, gets the second one. Still in a good position. Oh no! This is where things start to get a little dicey. These fireball patterns get very unruly after the first few. So let's see if Robert is able to survive this. All right, nicely done. I think this is a deathless run so far from Robert. All right, so MaCobra here on Birdo. All right, gets a nice kill. In 7-1, clearing the pillar in the next room without using Princess or Luigi is 1 point. And so there's a glitch Robert is going to be going for where two enemies kind of lock together and start floating up. All right, so MaCobra's going with these Stewie strats, and he gets it. He's looking like he's going to get the no veggie half point. All right, so keep an eye on Robert's screen. There it is. Gets over that pillar. Nicely done. And MaCobra didn't pick up the veggie. All right. Robert is just cruising along. Really playing well here. There is a 32-minute time limit on these runs. For when you can collect points up until, and there are also points for finishing the run in sub 30, sub 28, sub 26, and sub 24. I don't think we're going to see many sub 24s in this. Oh, MaCobra not quite getting the potion jump there. That looked close. But going to take the Sandals Jamaica route here down south. All right, there are 2 different objectives in 7-2 that are available. Both are things you'd probably be going for anyway. The first is to get the double hit on Ethan Hawke, and then also getting a 6-cycle wart fight. So that means every time a veggie is shot, oh, MaCobra getting bad RNG there. Still can get the triple hit. No, not anymore. That's bad luck for MaCobra. So yeah, on the wart fight, if they make a hit on the same cycle as when the veggies are shot out and go 6 for 6, that is a point. So that would basically be a ideal wart fight. All right, Robert using duck strats to get around the sparks. I do like that. I was a little resistant to bottom route for the sparks for a while. All right, do we get to double hit? No, only a single hit. It looked like that block was a little high and didn't make contact until it was on the way down. But Robert, he's pausing here. He wants to get a good pattern from wart. So he's probably looking at a segment timer there. All right, so that's 1 for 1. Oh, no 6-cycle point here for Robert. Does miss one. This fight is quite a bit harder as Big Toad. So it's counterintuitive, but being small here ends up being safer in my mind. All right, so Robert now switching to buffer strats. You can get a 7-cycle fight with buffer strats. It's like a good intermediate strat for wart. All right, GG's from Robert. Not going to get the sub 28 point, but is going to be sub 30 and does get the win here. MaCobra doesn't quite get there. Yeah, MaCobra did not go for the point there in 7-1, so GG though. Was what? No death. But yeah, GG Robert, that's a really nice run, getting 15.5 points. plus, I don't know. There we go. Pro streamer. Oh, no worries, Robert. No worries at all. Just waiting for MaCobra to finish up here. It looks like you took round 1. This is a 2-race event here. And total points wins it, so this is not over. So getting the last 1.5 will be important for MaCobra here. Oh, that was a double hit. That looked like a double hit. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, MaCobra using buffer strats right away. So best MaCobra can do here is a 7 cycle, so it's looking like it'll be 10.5 points to 15.5. Actually, oh yeah, MaCobra's not going to finish in under 30, so won't get 2 points for that. So that's a fairly big swing there. But still could theoretically accrue more points if MaCobra hadn't missed any cycles on Wart yet. Oh no, in the death. That's not what you want to see. All right, so hopefully it's 9.5 points that MaCobra finishes at. Oh, a little low. It's, again, this fight is just so awkward as Big Toad. It's hard to jump small enough to stay under the bubbles, but not so small that the throw is low. You could theoretically finish with negative points, yes, Produx. That is possible. Hopefully we don't see too much of that, but it is a possibility. We were thinking you only got 2, but if you got 3, then we'll give you that point. All right, GG's MaCobra, finishing under 32 minutes, so that's always respectable to see. All right, GG's. Let me update this. Properties, let's make this 16.5. Make this 9.5. Right. Yeah, no requirement on number of attempts. You can, if it takes you 1,000 tries to get the double jumps, you can take 1,000 tries. Yeah, a couple unfortunate deaths there, MaCobra, but that was a nice run. I know you said you hadn't practiced the points specifically at all, so that's a really respectable first go at it. If the winner of this is going to get 2 gift subs from me and the loser is going to get 1 gift sub, so there's a whopping $2.50 on the line here. Really high stakes. Obviously, quite a bit higher prize pool in the actual event. But yeah, let's... You can just hit R on the tracker app to reset everything, which is nice. So it'll go by total points, Malachi. And then if that isn't enough to determine it, I guess we'll use total race time. I hadn't really thought that. I didn't actually lay out an official tiebreaker, but I should do that. I'm going to set up a race room for them. All right, so the mystery point for race number 2 is grabbing a power-up mushroom in 7-2. You don't have to get both. You don't have to finish with any amount of HP, but you need to grab one of the power-up mushrooms. And get that in text form for everyone. The good news is you now know that this is not a mystery point in the actual event. I think everyone probably assumed this would be one of them. but I have other plans. So there are now 3 possible objectives in 7-2 that can earn them points. I'm going to give them the go-ahead. Gave them the green light, so whenever they're feeling ready to go. You guys ready to extend this race by 10 minutes to get that mushroom? So yeah, it's a risk-reward thing to go for some of these. Because points are available for finishing the run in a certain amount of time. And so if you feel you can earn more points by skipping some of the points, then by all means, skip some of the points. We saw MaCobra not go for the 7-1 point at all. Probably, maybe didn't feel quite confident in his elevator strats. So I think there are quite a few strategic choices here. The mystery points, most of them are going to be fairly time consuming or fairly risky. But they're worth 2 points, and all of the standard points are either half a point or 1 point. So there's big risk, but also big reward. All right, thanks for redeeming Sip. You're just gonna have to take my word on it that here I'll do some Sip ASMR for that redemption. Thank you for monitoring my hydration levels, Malachi Bros. So I think we're getting started here fairly soon. Runners are giving each other good luck in the race room. Yeah, I have other plans. Oh, update the race number. Why would I do that? Race 2 of 2. Thank you, an old brand. These are the things I need help with. I don't have co-coms with me today, so I'm floundering. Chat is keeping me sane, but we are, as you can see, getting ready here for race number 2. This is the final race. It's not a best of 3. It's just total points across both races will determine the winner. So everyone's going to get to see me try and do arithmetic live on twitch.tv/KurtzNewBrand. But we are underway here in race number 2. So the objective here is to get 3 double jumps. All right, and I'm not actually sure. All right, there's at least 1 for Robert. There's at least 1 for MaCobra. There's 2 for MaCobra. All right, there's 3 for MaCobra. MaCobra gets the double jumps. Did anyone see if Robert got all 3? We have both audios? Really? Right gameplay? It shouldn't be that way. Okay, all right, we're good now. Robert may have had desktop audio on as well. Yeah, actually, I think both of these players are on emulator now that I think about it. All right, so did anyone see if Robert got all 3 double jumps or not? I only saw 2, so I'm not going to mark it down, but if he corrects me at the end again, I will take his word for it. All right, so in 1-2, a reminder here, they're going for an unconventional kill on Birdo. Robert grabbing the 1-up again. That seems like a strategic decision that I assume he'll be sticking with. Easiest way to do this is with a star. Oh, MaCobra doing a fancy little double jump to get up there. Robert's going to charge a super jump. Yep, so MaCobra going to get a star here. It should be in plenty of time for this kill. I'm going to mark it ahead of time. I have faith. There it is. I'm marking it down for Robert too. I have faith. Oh yeah, going super safe, just runs right into Birdo, not taking any chances. All right, MaCobra had a lot of trouble in 1-3 here in the first round. Let's see if the cobwebs are out of the system. Can get this clip on the first try, earn that half a point. All right, first up is MaCobra. Hardest clip in the game, yeah. Well, there aren't many clips in the NES run, so You could make a case for that. Oh, a little late on the up press there for MaCobra. That's unfortunate. The timing on this is not at all precise. Like there, Robert got it. Started holding up when the Shy Guy... Oh, but takes the death! Takes the death! First death of the match for Robert. So minus half a point in total in this level for Robert. But MaCobra is going to have to fetch the key again. Yeah, that clip, the timing is not at all tight on the NES version. I believe it's a 3-frame trick on All-Stars. But on NES, you pretty much can start holding up a year before that Shy Guy hits you. Alright, so they can use the Mauser bombs here this time. That is not the mystery point. That should do it for Robert. Puts up another bomb for safety. And on to World 2, where I believe we'll be seeing Luigi. I am ready to give the point for selecting Luigi. There it is. Alright, the downside of using Luigi in 2-1, this is probably the easiest of the 3 levels to simply survive as Luigi, but it's probably the one that is most time consuming because you can't go for, I mean, you technically can get the star kill with Luigi, but it's extremely tight. I don't think we'll see any Luigi star kills in this event. I kind of would like to see some folks going all out in 2-3 and using Luigi there and doubling up on points. Yeah, Cobra definitely, MaCobra cut that one very close. Robert, yeah, see, this is another thing with Luigi. You just kind of end up in an awkward spot with it. All 4 characters dig at the same speed, but Luigi falls slower than the other 3. Which makes digging mechanics different with Luigi than the other 3, and it's just a little awkward and a little slower. And you know, if you're used to doing this level one way, using Luigi kind of is gonna throw you for a loop there. Right, so MaCobra getting the bad Shy Guy pattern here. Oh right, yep. Thank you, an old brand. Always having my back, I appreciate that. All right, in 2-2 here. Robert attempted to go for the optimal dig point last run, didn't quite get it. All right, so MaCobra has the star, at least can avoid waiting for that Shy Guy, so a little bit of a time save. Let's see if Robert is able to get it this time around. All right, so Pink Birdo fight over on MaCobra's side, not much to see, so got to keep an eye out for Robert. So, oh, there, okay, walks across 2 tiles, abandons ship on going for that point, decides he needs a little bit more practice before going for that in run situations, but spawns that star early again. So it's going to have to do a little bit of tomfoolery down here with the Sniff It and the Shy Guy to pass safely. Doesn't quite get the kill. So yeah, this is a level where learning a good dig pattern saves a ton of time and ends up making it safer. MaCobra with some fancy platforming here at the start of 2-2. I certainly have never died multiple times on this screen in a race setting in front of a 10,000 person audience. That couldn't be me. Alright, nice kill on Birdo from Robert. Does get stuck under the block briefly for swag. MaCobra having himself a nice... Uh-oh, yep. Takes damage, has to abandon ship. The Shy Guys change direction based on where you are when they fall off and go to another level. And MaCobra was on the right side of a tile where he needed to be on the left side for in order to trick out the Shy Guys and have them not pester them. Alright, so no ideal dig points in this race, but not a huge deal. Next thing we're going to be looking at here is on Robert's side at the bottom of this dig. Oh, and the death from MaCobra. That's an unfortunate one. He's going to be kicking himself for that one. There's a spark that circles the platform with the key on it at the bottom here. And if you are holding down when you enter the door, you can jump when the spark gets to just before the top left corner of the platform and make it through very safely. Oh, and Robert is a little late. He waited for the spark to round the corner completely before jumping, so does not get that point. Yeah, you want to jump before the key rounds the corner, but not much before. Oh, MaCobra chasing the Bezos around. Oh no. All right, grabs one. So Toad does get a run speed bonus when holding an enemy or a block. You know, in hindsight, MaCobra is probably wishing he didn't go for that, but it is what it is. Robert here on Triclide. Can't do the quick kill as Small Toad, but looks like he knows his backup. Grab at the tweeter, charging a super jump, throwing it behind, get all 3 hits right away. And on to World 3 for Robert. Cobra with some fancy digging here. Oh, although he pretty much just made a pathway for the Shy Guy. A cordial invitation. Yeah, learning a consistent juke out method is very important in this game. All right, MaCobra does get the fast key grab, though. It's on his way at 1 HP. At 1 HP, same as Robert, so again, not able to do the quick kill. MaCobra used the blocks last time instead of the tweeter. It's not a huge time difference. It takes quite a bit of time to set up the backup quick kill, and Robert gets the secret exit half point here. Yeah, so with this only being a half point, I wonder if some runners will choose to just use Toad and go the regular way to save time. You know, if they're gunning for a sub 26 minute time or something, get a point that way. All right, we're going to see MaCobra pick Mario here. And we are in 3-2, where Robert will be looking to finish with 3 HP. So there are 2 different power-up mushrooms you can grab. With Toad, I believe it's quite a bit faster to grab the one on the right. With Princess, it's faster to grab the one in the bottom left. Cobra getting to the scary vine here. Oh, Robert taking a little tumble, not a problem. He'll get right back up. That does give a chance for MaCobra to gain a little bit of time, and that's really nice, accurate throwing from MaCobra here. That's 2 races in a row. I wonder if he's found a good visual cue for when to throw that block. All right, so Robert needs a damageless fight here on Birdo in order to get a 1 point for finishing with 3 HP. Although he theoretically could take damage and spawn a heart. But not needed. 3 HP for Robert. And now MaCobra will be looking to do the same. Now I think MaCobra used Princess last time, if I'm not mistaken, so this might be a little on-the-fly route change. Robert grabbing the safety power-up mushroom here. Robert's recently been running all power-up mushrooms, so he's familiar with all of their locations and pretty proficient at grabbing them. So no surprise that he's taking some precautions here in a race and grabbing those power-up mushrooms. Next thing we need to look for on Robert's side is going 5 for 5 on his bombs against Mauser. And MaCobra, same thing as with Robert, looking to see if he can finish this level with 3 HP. Robert here at the Panzer section. You saw he shimmied to the left side of the chain there, and that was a really smart move. If you're on the right side of that chain, those Panzer fireballs can get you. So really heads up play there by Robert to do that wee little shimmy to the left. Alright, MaCobra finishes with 3 HP as well. Robert gets close to Mauser here. It's nice that they're a little staggered here. It gives me time to look for points on both of their sides. Cobra jumping over the ninjas. Those final 3 ninjas, you can actually just run straight under them, which looks very scary, but is consistent. Okay, so MaCobra grabbing the extra HP here as well. 3-3 is one of the most common levels to grab a safety HP in. 5-3 is probably the other one. It's not terribly out of your way, and they're difficult levels, so it makes a lot of sense. I think Robert has not missed any throws yet, although shame on me, I wasn't paying attention to the right side. All right, I'm pretty sure that was 5 for 5. Feel free to correct me in chat if you missed any. All right, so round 4. No missing bombs. Thank you, Showing. Welcome in as well. All right, see, MaCobra grabbed that extra safety HP and is, you know, a resource that you spend time getting and not using is a wasted resource. So props to MaCobra. Oh, charging a jump there. Uh-oh. Yeah, MaCobra can, or Mario, yeah, MaCobra. Mario can just make that jump up. So stopping to charge that super jump. I don't think that was intentional. I think that may have thrown him off. And Robert did zombie rocket. That's a point. But once you get comfortable with this Mauser, being at 1 HP isn't a huge deal, although it looks like MaCobra is going to try and kill some enemies here and possibly spawn a heart. No dice, though. Yeah, I marked Robert down for zombie rocket. Next thing we're going to be looking for on his side is a star kill on Birdo. Again, going with the safe option of Princess here. I don't hate that at all. Oh, MaCobra! Alright, so he takes the death and also won't be able to get the point on Mauser. But yeah, it looks like MaCobra knows he can be a little more aggressive on going and picking up bombs. He thought about grabbing one of those over to the left, which I don't think he would have done if he was still batting 1,000 on the bombs. And there's 5. All right, GG's MaCobra getting through Mauser. Fortunate death there. All right, coming up on where Robert will be grabbing the star here. There are some pretty sweaty princess strats in 4-2 that look pretty cool. I see Robert floating over, not taking any damage. Good low risk option there. And we got a star kill. All right, and MaCobra went for zombie rocket. I think next thing we're going to be keeping an eye on here is the Fry Guy fight. This is incredibly fast-paced. I wanted the points to be spread out so that they weren't all in like World 6 and 7 or whatever. But man, this is kind of tough to keep up with. So I really appreciate everyone in chat helping, keeping an eye on things, keeping me honest. Cobra with Princess in 4-2 as well. There's 1 throw for Robert, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and the soft lock. He's going to have to take a death. So this is a death that does not cost a point. So the enemies, if you take damage as you kill one of the small fries, it doesn't die in the correct way, and the game doesn't count it as a killed small fry. So Robert used the kill code there to get out of that soft lock. We don't, I'm pretty sure it's written in the rules that does not count as a -1 point. If it's not there, I will be adding that because there's no way out of that. There are other soft locks in the game, but all of them are very avoidable if you're not hamming around. Anyway, Robert here collecting, okay, star kill for MaCobra. Robert harvesting some coins, going for that 1-up point. We are in World 5 here. Let's see. Robert skipping the 1-up. He's grabbed, I'm surprised he grabbed the 1-up in 1-2 and not the one in 5-1, since that one takes a little bit more time. All right, Robert stopping for a couple extra coins, wants to be safe. There are also quite a few coins in 5-3 that are readily available. I wonder if we'll see some runners just go for those. Alright, so MaCobra. Uh-oh. Alright, so that's 2 throws for MaCobra. There's 3, but this is going to be scary. So MaCobra has 2 throws left. baiting them all together. Oh, nicely done from MaCobra. All right, and got a 1-up at the slots from Robert. It has to be first attempt. If that's not in the rules, I will clarify that. MaCobra also farming for coins here. But we see Robert has a pretty sizable lead in terms of time, but MaCobra is only 1 point back. Although that'll be 2 if Robert maintains the lead for the whole time. So yeah, just getting the points and not taking deaths is really going to be the biggest deciding factor here. MaCobra grabs that earlier. Oh, he can grab an extra coin by bringing the earlier potion. Smart thinking. Anywhere in World 5, you can earn a point for getting a 1-up at the slots. 5-1 and 5-3 are where it makes the most sense to go for it. All right, let's see if MaCobra can get a 1-up. Yeah, there it is. MaCobra getting the 1-up at the slots. Robert using the fish for the final hit. That's a half point. All right, and into 5-3. Going Mario strats again on Robert's side. This is to make some of the jumps in the climb a bit easier. The point available here is to not pick up any of the safety blocks and also get 1 of 2 fast kills, or good kills on Claw Grip, I should say. Robert with his signature power-up mushrooms here. All right, welcome back, Malachi. Race 2 is a spicy one so far. All right, MaCobra in 5-2, Robert in 5-3. Yeah, that block that Robert just passed on the right, the quote-unquote Bagler block, is a pretty common thing to pick up for beginner and intermediate runners. It only loses a smidge of time versus grabbing one of the bob-ombs, but it's quite a bit safer. Oh, Robert takes... Oh, he's in a pickle here. This is bad news, because now this spark is going to be with him for approximately 7 centuries. Oh, Robert just goes right by him. That is a benefit of Mario I did not think about. All right, so safe climb here from Robert. After some early hiccups, just wanted to see that Panzer again. Say goodbye one last time here. You can only earn the 1-up from the slots point once. So not once per level. All right, Robert uses the fish for the final kill on Birdo, and we are currently tied at 7.5 points. But again, Robert with the time advantage does kind of have a 1-point lead here. Oh, and gets the star, the Bagler star. Bagler has a lot of signature items in this level. What's funny is that the Bagler block is something that I popularized. Oh, but we love Bagler for the Bagler block. Alright, so if Robert can avoid taking any damage on this fight, and he does, that is a point. So this is a combo point, so no blocks, no safety blocks. There is 1 block you have to grab in this level. And then clean claw grip fight, and you get yourself a point. Alright, and we're in World 6. Going with Princess again on Robert's side. This worked out for him nicely in the last run. Was able to get through the level without taking damage and earn a point. MaCobra has avoided the block, so if he can get through Claw Grip without damage, there will be another point for him. Alright, so far so good on the dig. Robert going out wide here for a little bit of safety. Grabs that key and he's out of there. MaCobra with the fast carpet glitch. Alright, this part is a little awkward with Mario and his big jumps because you don't want to jump into that top shy guy. Robert again abusing those pickup iframes with Princess and gets the no damage point in 6-1. Alright, 6-2. He's using Princess again. This is a signature strat for him. And by signature, I mean he's done it once and MaCobra didn't do it. So I'm calling that signature. These rocks giving MaCobra a little bit of a tough time here. Not quite getting the good RNG as last time. Oh, there it is. All right. MaCobra gets that point as well. MaCobra was... Oh, and Robert takes damage. Not a big deal. All right, and it's looking like he's going to be able to get through this screen without that first pumpkin. Nice safe power jump strat. MaCobra, again, rerouting, going with Princess strats in 6-1. So this is some smart gameplay. 2 decisions MaCobra has made based on race 1 mishaps. Robert does get through that screen without picking up that first vegetable. All right, and that's actually one of the few points where you're pretty much doing something that you wouldn't do. It's like something that's ill-advised in a regular speed run. You know, it's not out of the way, it's just ill-advised to skip that vegetable. You know, except in Princess only. Alright, so MaCobra has a good chance here to get through this. Alright, going up top. Also abusing those pickup iframes. One more hit to earn that point. Alright, no damage in 6-1 for MaCobra. Robert looking to get a triple hit here on Birdo. Oh, only gets 1. Didn't quite step far enough forward. After you drop that block forward and it hits off the egg, you need to move forward a couple pixels, not many, and then do a little duck. And then the block will bounce off of your own head for the second and third hits. All right, MaCobra with Luigi strats here, again looking good with these Stewie Cartman jumps. All right, tiny little Tommy turnback on MaCobra's side, but he also gets through without using the veggie. Robert going for his Toad elevator here in 7-1. This is a point if he can get over the pillar in the next room without using Luigi or Princess. So that aspect of the point is taken care of, but actually getting over the pillar is still up in the air. A little bobble from MaCobra at the start of 6-3. Not a big deal. All right, Robert with some nifty back and forth moves to respawn that Sniff It and gets over. Nicely done from Robert. He is one of the folks that have been practicing the points already, so no surprise that he's looking pretty good here so far. And a little bit of a curse there. No triple hit from MaCobra either. This point's been giving people the business. It's a dangerous spot to be over there on that left wall. Yeah, having that block in the middle of Birdo's walking path is so scary. Did Robert take a death? Did I miss a death on Robert's side? Robert lost a life. All right. We might have an interesting one here. If MaCobra is able to get a few more of these remaining points, it's not looking like MaCobra will be able to catch up for the full match, but I think MaCobra has a decent chance of at least winning this race. Oh, there was a MaCobra death too? All right, well, what am I talking about? Commentator curse. Oh, okay, Robert testing out the spikes, seeing how they feel. Not good, as it turns out. Robert going for the bottom mushroom. I actually have no idea which one of these is faster to get. Robert at least feels more comfortable with this one if it's not faster. Oh, and MaCobra with another death. Oh, that's unfortunate. Those pillars are a little scary. I don't think we'll see a tactical game over here. Oh, no. So at this point, it makes sense to go for Zombie Rocket if you're MaCobra. All right, Robert gets the mystery point here. Gets the power-up mushroom in 7-2. This is a Mario 2 tournament, Tom. It is a points tournament in the same vein as Mitch's points tournaments for Mario 3. And this is just a show match leading up to the tournament. Wanted to give viewers a little taste of what they can expect in the tournament, and Robert and MaCobra were kind enough to demonstrate for us. Welcome in, Tom. Always a delight when you're around. Alright, so MaCobra is on his final life. I think Robert has quite a few extra lives at this point. Alright, MaCobra going super safe here. Yeah, MaCobra knows he's on his last leg, but gets through without taking a death there. We're looking for a double hit on the hot gate here on Robert's side. Nope, too high. Both of those throws from Robert were a little too high. You want the block to make contact with the Hawk's hitbox before it hits that back wall. Alright, looks like he's going to have a good pattern here and a good shot at getting a 6-cycle kill. But again, as Big Toad, these are very difficult to thread through at times. Alright, gets the Kobe. Alright, there we go. Gets the 6-cycle wart kill. Looks like it's going to be sub 30. So really consistent stuff from Robert. 16.5 in the first one. 15 in this one. GG. Alright, MaCobra going for the other power-up mushroom. So I don't know. MaCobra hasn't run all power-up mushrooms, so this might be the one that MaCobra knows where it is, or it might be the one that MaCobra is more comfortable with, or the one that MaCobra feels is faster. Couldn't exactly tell you. Knows which one of those plants was the potion instead of the bomb, or at least got lucky there. Oh yeah, we do need to ask Robert if he got the 1-1 double jumps. Alright, MaCobra making his way up. So not going to get the points for first place, not going to get the sub 30 points. So we are waiting to see if MaCobra can get the double hit on the hot gate or a 6-cycle wart fight, which I don't believe MaCobra went for. Alright, and Robert's telling me in Discord he did get the double jumps in 1-1. So extreme consistency here from Robert from race to race. 16.5 and 16. And I think only 1 death, or maybe 2 deaths across both races for Robert. So really clean stuff. MaCobra did get the mystery point. Thank you for calling that out. I am bad tournament host. So yeah, one interesting thing about going for that power-up mushroom and not backtracking is that you then have to fight Birdo for the key. Alright, MaCobra going in here for the double hit. Only gets 1. Again, it was a little too high of an initial throw. But neither runner missed it by much. It's kind of an awkward height. You either need to let go of jump a smidge before throwing or do slightly less than a full jump. Both of which are a little on the awkward side. Alright, Cobra here, not going to get the 6-cycle fight. Having a good fight though. But this is looking like it's going to be 7 or 8, or now 8 or 9 cycles. I need to just, whenever I see a runner doing something good, I need to just shut my face. But yeah. So if that was a 6-cycle fight, but it was after the 32-minute mark, he unfortunately would not have gotten the points for it. But GG's MaCobra. All right, excellently done for coming in on low prep. Nicely done. GG's both runners. Robert showing what that practice is doing for him. Looking like he's going to be a strong competitor in this race. I think once MaCobra gets a couple more reps in, he'll be looking like a strong competitor too. And we potentially will be seeing a rematch of this in round 1.